All right, everyone, we are here with some quick Chavez, Quicksilver, and Blade gameplay in an off-season war, taking Path 5 in both sections. Starting off with this Hulkling here, I'm very used to taking this with Claire, so taking it with Chavez is kind of a gift. And here it's just normal Chavez gameplay. Just know that after you heavy him here, debuff immune. That does not mean that you cannot passive stun from the heavy. That'll be open, so once he throws the special attack, we go right back in, go for the heavy, throw the special one while in the dark dimension. And from all of the nullifying / fate seal on that special attack due to subdue, we instantly get pushed to special 3. So there we get the heavy, get the fury, remove the ebb and flow knockdown, throw one more heavy, and then we throw the special 3. So that one heavy, not really needed, could have just thrown the special 3. Lots of damage there. Protection is back up. We have our opening after the special attack to throw a heavy. Instantly go into a special 1. Again, we boost straight to special 3, and with this fury, we throw the next special 3. And she just bodies this matchup, and I really think even without subdue, she would. You just won't have the insane power gain with every special attack, so it'd probably be easier to go through her rotation and stick to special 2s. But down goes Hulkling, nice and easy, a lot faster than Claire, and a lot safer. Chavez here, taking it with Quicksilver. So let this video be a reminder, the Mystics in Section 1 on Path 5, most of them can be taken with Quicksilver if you're looking for someone who can handle all instead of trying to do a Human Torch juggle with other Science Champs. But here the benefit is before knocking down, especially against Chavez, we're going to be able to place Withers anytime we dex anything. So if she decides to go heavy happy, we don't actually care. We can remove that dimension. We don't have to worry about passive power gain on the special 1, and we don't have to worry about unblockable special 2. So we could actually even block it if it turns into that. So for example, there's that random heavy, and bye-bye goes the negative zone from the first Wither, and she's throwing special 1s. Now I do mess this up. Ideally with this node, since it does not have the debuff immunity after knockdown, you're going to want to throw the special 2 without intentionally detonating the whiplash, and then right after knocking her down with the special 2, then detonate. So here I detonate and throw the special 2. It just means that my whiplash damage is going to take a hit from the protection, whereas if I do it in reverse and knock her down with the special 2, then throw the detonation combo, I will get the bonus fury damage and probably KO her with whatever whiplash I have at that time. Obviously, whiplash amount's going to come down to RNG. But you can see here, pretty safe fight, bodying Chavez. We don't need a Human Torch here. I don't need to play risky Mr. Negative play with the evade counter. I just have a really safe fight. And as long as I'm comfortable with Quicksilver's animations and the timing when retaliating both heavy attacks or special attacks, not necessarily heavy attacks, then we're good. As an added bonus, if you manage to get slow here and maintain it, you could even retaliate heavies. So there you saw I did the reverse of what I was trying to do the proper way, let's say. Detonate after throwing the special 2. And then Mojo here, the only difference here is that I do the original plan. So what I did with Chavez in the first special 2, that's what I'm going to do here, just because he will go debuff immune after I knock him down. So I want that detonation of the whiplash, even if it's going to take the hit from protection. And then added benefit here with Quicksilver, I would say that a 13-hit combo, when you do a full combo, or a 14 if you end with a light, is insanely beneficial to aggressive prowess or aggressive nodes, period. If we manage to build up too many here from an AI that just does not want to throw a special attack, that's not a big deal because we can remove up to 13 to 14 prowess. So here we're lined up, detonate into the special 2, take off a large chunk. He's at 50%. We're just paying attention to prompts, really. Here, mindful that he's debuff immune, bait out the special attack for the opening instead of trying to bait a heavy or parry where we can't, thanks to the debuff immunity. But yeah, again, just another safe Quicksilver fight. I know with Human Torch blacklisted last season, many alliances were trying to litter Path 5 in both sections with mystics in the hopes that you would have to assign too many human torches. And everybody found their own way of trying to deal with both sections with that, with Overseer and Mr. Negative, this, that, and the other. But Quicksilver doesn't gain a dex buff, and he still overpowers, at least in section 1, the protection. So, moving right along, sorry. Seasonal allergies. Aarkus here. Now, the idea with Chavez is to constantly activate the negative zone so that all the power gain, both from his passive power gain buff and from power snack, get reversed. However, this Aarkus has suicides, so he gets nuked down pretty quick. But you see here I'm keeping combos pretty short, letting heavy attacks finish out. That's so that if we do deal with any power gain here, it goes down to 0, and we actually invert it completely. We'll get to a special attack when we get to it. I'm not concerned with opening any other dimensions. If I am concerned with that, for this node anyways, I will build the special 3 and open the other 2 through that method, or just from stacking too many negative zone and opening a 4th. But recoil definitely made that look a lot easier than it normally would be. Mephisto here, the only fight that Blade came for. Sure, it's got status. It does not matter. Bleeds don't stick around too long if you don't throw special 1. But basically, I'm just going to parry a lot and do some short combos. We get an easy intercept there. And then from then on, ebb and flow intercept is gone. Sure, we don't get the Fury benefit, but now we don't have a Mephisto that we have to worry about with protection. But yeah, it's just really bleed him down and special 2 nuke him. If this was in season, this would probably be a Suicides with skill power back boosts nuke. You'd throw 1 special 2 when you were max boosted, probably mow Mephisto down to his regen range. Once he regens, you throw the second one and he's gone. So yeah, Blade definitely still matters, especially with Spot being a dimensional being and Gallon and Chavez as well. So do not sleep on him. I think him being, I believe it was the last feature crystal, mattered a ton with his attendance in war. So down goes Mephisto. Bunch of block damage, bunch of incinerate damage, not really that big of a deal. We also had the low potency on Danger Sense. And then the last fight here, this is kind of a flex. I would not suggest this matchup in season. Between Mighty Charge and the protection, you're not really giving Quicksilver the best chance to do damage here, especially against a regen champ. That's really the concern. If this champion did not regen, I would probably do this all day as a flex. But because Absman does regen when refining his forms, you can definitely catch yourself in a problematic position in season if you tried to do this here with Quicksilver. And all I was doing was spamming special 1s. That's mostly to get into terminal velocity quickly. That's also because I would not benefit from a special 2 with the trauma and whatnot. So I figured I'd take the attack rating bonus from the special 1 once I'm in terminal velocity, and any whiplash that I have on when I plan on throwing special 1, detonate immediately and just throw the special 1 and let it expire instead of it getting eaten up by Mighty Charge. So you can kind of see that here. But again, this Absman has recoil. Matters a ton for getting him down and battling the regen. I do have Despair maxed, but again, Mighty Charge removing debuffs, that doesn't matter. But this is pretty much it. If anything, this is a how to fight Absman. I basically get him to alternate forms, Magma and Uru, and I heavy retaliate each one, the special 1 and the special 2, to remove or to put them or to deactivate them. Excuse me. So he's not a tough fight. He's a tough fight if you bring the wrong matchup, as in someone who armor breaks, or if you let him throw the same special attack back to back constantly. And then again, if you don't have someone who can combat the regen. So here, would obviously recommend a Human Torch. Mr. Negative should do fine as long as Unfazed isn't present. But those are probably your best bets. as far as dealing with regen and KOing him fast enough. So I actually don't get him down from attacking. I believe he eventually ends up recoiling himself to death. You can see here I'm just laying on the same medium, light, medium, special one, whether Whiplash is there or not. Here I feel like I got him against the wall, so I can maybe build a couple more Whiplash than I was earlier. He's being stubborn. And then there's the Mighty Charge, unfortunately. Probably should have just baited a heavy, thrown the medium, light, medium, and then ended it. And I think here he KOs himself. No. Not quite yet. There it is. So that was that off-season war. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hit subscribe, give it a like, and I will catch you guys at the next off-season war.